Next, Burwood Pegasus Community Board, item 10. Andrea?
Yeah, just one thing I'd like to just update you on would be Sutton Place. If you remember, last time I came and spoke with you guys about, we've discovered some areas of residents that the only access to their properties is driving through red zone, and
Yes.
the red zone appeal is not very wonderful. So we've had some real good opportunities to liaise with the residents, and staff have been very, very helpful in that. Yesterday we had we had a meeting with a couple of representatives from Sutton Place and a number of staff members, and we just came to an absolutely fantastic result for the residents. We're able to find some temporary footpath solutions for them, because at the moment they have to walk down the middle of a potholed road, which is far from ideal to get out of their street. So it was just a really good example of I guess, thinking outside the square to come up with some solutions for people who are in a really unique situation. We also took the opportunity, we'd identified Landy Street, was another street that has a very similar sort of situation, and so we invited the whole street to come in again.
Which street, Andrew?
Landy Street,
right,
in
yep.
Again in Darlington.
Yep. No, it is. Yep.
And that was really great to have a chance to connect with those residents and find some solutions, and they were really positive and pragmatic, and by having that chance to have that one-on-one with them about specifically their area and their issues was really empowering for them, because they have been left with a lot of unknowns. You know, as we know, nothing's happening in the red zone, and we don't have any timelines and that kind of thing. So to be able to give them some temporary solutions and a bit more information was fantastic.
So Sutton Place, Landy Street, now sorted, fixed, and
not sorted, fixed, but a lot more pleasant
access
in the meantime.
Right.
Yeah.
And there was another one that was raised.
It was Kingsbridge. Well, that's had probably a more permanent solution in that the council bought a couple of properties and put a road through. So that one was a different fix. These ones, that solution isn't available as obviously, although the Landy Street one, we did identify a couple of houses which we may be able to do that similar solution to. So staff are going to investigate that. But that still takes time. So this is the now. Yep. You know, they can't get out their streets without breaking their ankles or at risk of that. So.
Thank you. Glenn.
Yeah, just to say, I recommend it as a process for any community board with difficult issues, just to be free of the shackles of normal community board meetings with 10-minute deputations, get residents, staff, elected reps around the table literally, and to talk issues through. The residents were really grateful, even over some of those issues there are fairly straightforward, some are more sticky, but they're just grateful to be heard, and that's what they say. So particularly in the more damaged kind of wards along here with roading issues, I really recommend that as a process.
Yanni.
Yeah, was there anything that they wanted that can't be done because of budget constraints? Because I know, because I've raised other similar sites, sports fields for example, that I'm told that we can't do anything because there's no budget and we're waiting for the future of the red zone.
Yeah, there is all the final solutions we can't go there until we know what Sarah's doing.
But even the temporary ones, are they constrained by budgets?
No, I think these ones were quite extreme. That staff were able to find budgets. They realised that there was serious health and safety
Have you got
issues.
Any idea what the costs associated are?
What was that footpath? Was 20,000, I think the budget was. But what happened was staff decided that one asphalted footpath would be provided, but in discussion with the residents, they actually decided that actually rather have two compacted gravel ones would be a better solution. So
were talked about. It was good.
Yeah, so that's probably going to save council money. It'd be probably cheaper to put in two gravel ones than one asphalt one.
So can I just check? I guess it's more a question for the CEO, but the process for us to get temporary works done?
No, because it's not on this. No, you can do it at a different time, but not as part of this subject. Phil.
Andrew, I'd just really like to compliment you and your board on being proactive in the way you're working with the residents, and particularly in this situation.
Yeah.
I think it's tremendous, an example of your board being proactive, and clearly that information will come back possibly to our Infrastructure, Transport and Environment Committee. I'm only sorry I couldn't make it yesterday.
Yeah,
so well done.
Thank you for that. It's been quite an eye-opener, I think, for staff as well. I think sometimes they deal with things on paper in their office, and to sit there for 2 hours and listen to what the residents are living through was quite important, I think, for them to have that understanding, and I think it helped them, or will help them do their job better in some of the decisions they're making.
Excellent. And Yanni, Carleen will talk to you at morning tea time. Okay. Right. Can I put the report? The council received the report. Moved Glenn, seconded Dave. Okay. Put that. Those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, carried.